Nighty, a few days of practice here at home after a couple of tough games in Hershey. What was your goal coming into this week, knowing that you finally have a stretch of some consistent practice to actually get and work with these guys?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to reset, raise our compete. I thought the last game in Hershey was, didn't meet our standard. The first game was honestly one of our best games, as far as creating chances, defending well. And it's another hard lesson. We had two-goal leads, didn't extend it, let a team hang around. Then the second night we were chasing it. I thought played really sloppy, but it was good to give an honest assessment with the team and through video. And I thought we had a couple good productive practices and good opportunity to bounce back against a team that really took it to us last week with Chicago.
How do you navigate that as a coach where you like, a lot of your effort, just talking about that first Hershey game, and you don't come away with the result? How do you make sure that guys really can internalize that and not let it impact them negatively?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's not easy. We're competitors. We want to win. Even though you play well and you come up, short, it's hard to internalize, but there's no time to, feel bad and feel sorry. You're playing against good opponents. You got to continue to teach even through wins. But trying to keep the guys, looking ahead, and we're halfway through the season now, and we gotta start to get it going and string some good hockey together.
It's been great to see Gavin. He already passed his goal total of last year. He's closing in on the scoring from his rookie season. What have you seen from him that has led to creating a few more scoring chances and also finishing too?
Yeah, finishing alone. Gavin's done a good job. He gets the chances. Finding the back of the net, he's done that. Last weekend he's getting chances. I thought him and Anderson and Toninato were really good that first night in Hershey. And it helps with our depth. You see with some of the injuries and the depths being tested, guys like Gavin Hayes stepping up. Lombardi's done a great job as well. We need more guys to follow suit. Misiak, I thought that was his two best games. Even the second night, his line, with Lombardi, they did really well. So we need more guys to follow and, help with our scoring.
9 total goals from defensemen for your team this year, and Dmitry Kuzmin has 4 of them. What sort of offensive impact has he had this season? And I'll admit, has maybe surprised me a little bit. What have you guys seen from his ability to jump up into plays and also finish?
I think Kuzi, I had him a little bit juniors. He's highly skilled. I thought he's done a good job this year playing within himself, letting the opportunities come. And with, we used him on the second unit in the power play. He's done well. But he can rip the puck. I think he's got a good vision and feel for, when to hang on to pucks, when to make plays. With that, it'd be nice. We're getting Gavin Fitzgerald back this weekend. We've really missed his leadership. Nice to get him going. But yeah, Kuzi's, I think he's done a really good job, made the most of his opportunities.
Play's been a bit of a struggle for the team this year. What have you seen out of that unit? What is going into the work to correct that?
Yeah, power plays, it's, they'll go through stretches where they get really good sequences. What's really killed us there is giving up the shorthanded goals, whether it gets sloppy. Obviously that can't happen. Those are big momentum changers. But the guys know that. We've talked, with the power play, to have success, special teams is huge. In Hershey, that first game, we give up a shorty. You give up 2 on the power play. I know we got one back on the power play, but it's huge with goaltending. They know they have to be better, and it's kind of like we talked about with Gavin. We're getting chances, but we got to find ways to generate more and find the back of the net for sure.
You've got a big game in Hershey on that Sunday with the teddy bear toss, and you've got a long delay and stuff like that. How much does that really play into a game like that? And how do you keep your guys focused while all that's going on?
Yeah, both teams go through it. Hershey, you had to sit the same amount of time and wait. I think it was more of a challenge, sitting around, giving up a goal early. But we still had a chance. I thought, Brossoit played well. We had a lead there, and halfway through the game, it's no excuses. It's definitely different. Nothing that we'll face again, having a 50-minute delay. But yeah, we're a no excuse team. We got to bounce back and be better.
You've always talked about protecting the barn. How important are these next 3 games here at home? You got a little home stretch, things like that. Just how important are these next 3 games being at home?
They're huge. I think if we want to get back in the mix, there are 2 teams that we're chasing, Manitoba and Chicago. We've had success against both teams, but I think the conversation in our room is we got to be better. It doesn't matter who we're playing. And the areas that we highlighted this week, our compete, our defending better, and supporting each other. I think when we're connected and supporting each other well, we're playing in the other end of the rink, then I like our chances.
You've been talking a lot about your team's compete, not questioning it. Is there anything you guys are doing differently when you just to kind of prevent giving up that goal a couple minutes into the game? Because obviously it does stink to play down for, especially early.
Yeah, I think compete. It's not just mindless, compete. I think you got to work to support each other. I think the first night we're all around pucks, not just our first guys in there. Then we're in layers. Like we're winning the 50-50s out of battles. Hershey did that to us the second night, and that first goal. We were slow to get back on a dump puck. They win the battle. 10 seconds later, it's in the back of our net. That's really where hockey's won and lost. I think in the those 50-50s, getting possession and your teammates coming and helping out to scoop out pucks. That's a controllable, and that's something we have to be sharp at tomorrow night.
What was it like coaching against Derek King?
I love Kinger's great. I was bummed I didn't get a chance to talk to him. Just looked at him, he gave a nod, but he's one of the best guys in hockey, salt of the earth, great sense of humor. Hopefully we come out on the right side when they come here next month.